Evening all, and welcome to episode 27 of Kerbalism. We are here on the moon with Derrick Kerman, who is, of course, stranded. Managed to blow the engine off the bottom of the vessel during landing, and we need to bring a rescue craft out to rescue him. From this rescue craft, which was sent to originally rescue him, so yeah. But first, I need to make sure he's actually going to survive. The sun is setting. I'm not sure if it's going to go this way or that way, but whichever way, it's going to take longer to get round than we are to get here, so he needs a bit more power. And here, on our little rover craft, that one there, we have some power. We have some batteries on here and plenty of solar panels and also a fuel cell, which I can enable, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually take fuel from here. It doesn't run from liquid fuel and oxidizer, it runs off water and hydrogen, I believe. So yeah, that's not going to work. But anyway, we need to get this craft over there. So let us take our landing gear down and try and gently fall over. Gently fall over. Gently. There we are. Right, and then we need to try and roll ourselves over towards this thing here, because this has no wheels, so it can't maneuver on its own. We're going to have to bounce over to it. Now, I do actually have some RCS and lots of RCS fuel here, but I'm not entirely sure that could actually get me into orbit if I tried. I don't think they're powerful enough to actually launch me off. So no, I think docking is the way to go here. It's oh. Of course, the reaction wheels are very, very strong. Very strong indeed. So, right, there we are. We're pretty much lined up. Let's turn the RCS back off and... Oh dear. Oh no. Oh. Right. There we go. We are here. Let's deploy the landing gear again. And, right. That's going to be getting plenty of sun. If we can turn it around a bit. Make sure it gets as much sun as possible. I am also going to actually... It's currently transmitting its data back. Transfer data here. There we are. That's all stopped now. So we should be... not using any electric charge, I want to say. Put that antenna down there. I think we are actually. Yeah, those solar panels are blocked by the terrain at the moment. And we're spinning for some strange reason. Got that. I know we're missing a wheel and a landing leg. But oh, stay there. Stay. Right, there we are. Okay, so yeah, we're not actually getting any power in at the moment. That's a little concerning. But well, I'm pretty sure the sun will come around. I'm sure it goes that way. And we'll get these solar panels going. But we've got plenty here. So, rather than worry about what's going on here, we need to actually build a rescue craft and come and rescue Derrick. And here we have the rescuer with Lisa Kerman on her way to rescue Derrick from the moon. I've gone with a 3-man module here with just Lisa on board. It's got 15 days worth of resources on it, so should be plenty enough to get to the moon, land, pick up Derrick and get back again without any problems. And here we are, up again in the upper, well, in space above Kerbal. Gravity Turn, for some reason, hasn't done as good a job of getting us up here this time. It's got us up to the right height, but nowhere near the orbits it was doing before. I wonder if that is just because this craft's a much different design. The bottom is obviously much heavier than the top, so I do wonder whether it's just simply a case of the payload's not being quite even enough for it to work. But nonetheless, it gets us up here, it does a fairly good job for it, and with the little engine we have on board, the little poodle here, we can get into orbit no problem at all. Just like that. Now the moon is there, and unfortunately we're going to have to go around to about here-ish. No, we don't want to set a marker. There we are, and we should meet the moon out there somewhere. Let's actually set the moon as our target, shall we? Right. Very nice encounter there. That should do beautifully. Okay. Point ourselves in roughly the right direction. I've completely gone the wrong way. Yeah, that's the direction we should be facing. And warp around to our maneuver. Okay, so we're approaching the burn time. It's an 87-second burn. That's quite a long time. Not longer than I'm used to. I'm not sure how efficient the poodle is, or whether it's just because of the fact that I've got a lot of mono repellent. I've stocked up on the stuff. The idea being that if this can get me into rough orbit of the moon, I will have enough mono repellent to do whatever I need. So that's the idea behind that. Anyway, we've got a minute burn here, so yeah, let's do that and get to the moon. So we are approaching the moon. We're about 41 minutes out from an encounter, and I'm getting warnings that the moon rover is out of electricity. I believe Moon Rover 2 is the one that Derrick's in. I can't remember. Yes it is. Right. So, we have a problem. We are completely out of electricity. This doesn't generate anything. And the sun... Where is the sun? Oh, the sun's right down there. So yes, the sun has set and Derrick is in trouble. I don't know how long he can last without electricity. I can't do a great deal about it, so I am just going to do my absolute best of bringing the rescue in, and hopefully we can get to him before he freezes to death. So speed up time again. The rescue. Oh, our batteries are empty because we are behind Kerbal at the moment. That should be fine now. Our life support systems are offline. Derrick heads feel light. He's getting CO2 poisoning. Unfortunately, I think Derrick is going to die, and there isn't a great deal I can do about it. Because I hadn't realised the fuel cells don't actually use fuel, they use water and hydrogen, I can't do anything about it. He is completely trapped there. Unless I can do Unless I try something mad like trying to launch the craft with the propellant, but then I can't do that because there's no solar panels on here. Even if he managed to get into orbit, he would die. He's got no electric. Derrick, I am very, very sorry. Very, very sorry. But I can't help you. I'm afraid you are going to die. There is nothing I can do for you. We've got no electric charge on board. There's your craft there. I don't even think any of our other probes that are down there could help you. No. Yes, yeah, Derrick, I'm very sorry. But yeah, I can do nothing for you. Nothing at all. So we are going to have to abandon the rescue and instead bring the rescue craft home before it runs out of power. This is a slight problem. We do have plenty of monopropellant, so it's not really that big of an issue turning the craft around. I guess I'm just going to have to fire this thing and slow us down. Try and avoid the moon. Okay, that will bring us to 80 kilometers. Let's dip us into the atmosphere, shall we? 60, 50 looks good. There we are. 49. Right. And, yes, Lisa. I'm afraid you're going to have to abandon, poor old Derrick. Oh, the battery's almost empty on this thing again. That's fine. Life support's offline. That's fine. Derrick, unfortunately, has died of CO2 poisoning. I'm so sorry, Derrick. I didn't think. I tried to do it all in one go. I tried to get the science, tried to put a probe in orbit, tried to rescue you, and I failed on all three fronts. All of them. The probe in orbit, that failed before it even got out. It ran out of electricity. The lander crashed, breaking one of the wheels so it can't drive around. And the rescue failed. It all went wrong. It all went completely wrong. And I am so sorry for it. However, Lisa does have to come home. So I need to try and charge the batteries up. And the best way to do that, I feel, is to just fire the engine and let it charge up. It's going to throw our orbit out. It's going to make it all go a bit bananas. But I'm not that worried about it, to be honest with you. Okay, it would appear I completely changed my orbit. And there we go. We are at 300. Oh, we're in the moon's orbit by the looks of it, or we're going to be passing into the moon's orbit. We haven't got any science aboard this thing, so there's no point in me doing that. Yes, we're going to touch the moon. There we are in the moon's orbit. Where is the moon? Where is it? There's Kerbal. There's the moon. So, where's Derrick? Sadly, he can't way back. Oh dear, it's all gone terribly, terribly wrong. And our battery's nearly dead again. Going to be in the shadow of the planet for quite some time, I feel. Let's just try and get out of... Oh, that's an hour away. Oh dear. Right, we're actually getting an eclipse of the moon again. We're getting one of these wonderful... the moon turning completely black. So... I need to get away from the planet. We need to be turning, firing and just getting our orbit out here somewhere, out the way of the planet. So I'm gonna do this. Maybe a little foolish. Our orbit up quite high here. Unfortunately, there isn't really a great deal else I can do for the minute. I've just got to wait for sunrise, really. And there we are. There we are. We have sunrise once again. Oh, we are a little bit safer. Yes, this has all gone terribly, terribly wrong. Okay, right, so all stop, bring ourselves about, and slow ourselves down once again, get our orbit back into Kerbal sphere of influence. We are going that way. Oh, that's right inside Kerbal sphere. That's fine. Where's Kerbal? That way. So that's slow. So we are travelling that direction, which is good. We're not travelling the other way and going to go back into the shadow again. Right. Let's go down here. Right. So here we are, much closer to Kerbal. Of course, we're coming in very, very fast. Very, very fast. So we need to slow ourselves down, but not avoid the atmosphere. We need to still be in the atmosphere. And I'm hoping I'm doing this right. You far away from the planet. There we are. And it brings us down. Okay, there we are. There's that stage out of fuel. So we can ditch that stage there, and just using the little one, bring our perios up to about 50. I think 50 looks good. There we are. And I'm also going to enable the RCS to be used as main engines. Simply because I can. I think that's that was the original plan. I know when you're right out at the moon, little maneuvers using the RCS, can severely influence where you're going to come back to Kerbal. This close, it's probably not so important, but I just want to use up that monopropellant because, well, why not? I have just noticed a fault in this craft. I do have a heat shield here. I don't have a heat shield. I don't have a heat shield at all. How did I forget a heat shield? Right. Well, if we don't have a heat shield, there's a problem. Obviously, I need to stop. I need to slow the hell down. Yeah, I've got to come down to the planet really, really gently, because without a heat shield, that engine's going to sort of, well, explode. And exploding engines means exploding fuel tanks, and exploding fuel tanks means exploding pods. And Lisa does not want to be in an exploding pod. We've heard rumours they're very bad for your health. They tend to cause spontaneous death. So, yeah. How did I miss a heat shield off of this? How strange. Right. Turn the lights on, deploy the legs, do all sorts of things, just because we can. Yeah, I'm completely baffled by that. How on earth did I manage to miss a heat shield off of this thing? That's just very, very strange. Anyway, I think we'll be okay. I'm pretty confident the engine and the RCS system can slow us down. Well, unfortunately, there's only one way to find out. Right, here we are in the atmosphere, coming down, still very fast. We're about to run out of fuel on the engine, and yep, there we are. We're just on the RCS now. Which isn't really slowing us down all that much. This is a problem. I'm hoping I've skimmed the atmosphere enough to not just explode in one go. The RCS is still firing. You can't see it through the flames here, but it is still firing. Our engine's getting warm. And oh, we've flipped over. Right, okay. So let's cut our thrust here. We're warm, but we're okay. I think we're okay. I'm just trying to tip the nose up a little bit here to try and get us a little bit softer coming in. Parachute turn there. Yes, I think we're safe. I think we're safe. Let's deploy the parachute here. Turn us round. Fire up the RCS again to try and slow us right down as much as we can. To be honest with you, I don't think the RCS is actually doing anything here, to be honest. I think it's not really effective in an atmosphere. But the parachute is. The parachute's very useful when you've got a thick air atmosphere, or a thick atmosphere of any kind, really. And Lisa, you are home. Sadly on your own. Derrick couldn't be with us here today. But yes, one craft back without a heat shield. Something I'll have to definitely double check. Another thing added to the safety list: doors, heat shields, and possibly electricity. Maybe something we have to look into. Fuel cells, have to figure out how they work, because yeah, sunlight doesn't work obviously when it's dark. So yeah. Oh, a heavy landing. Oh, legs have come off and I'm on propellant tanks. But we are here. We're back. Lisa Kerman, welcome home. And with the recovery of Lisa, we gained not really anything. She gained a little bit of experience. However, the biggest issue I think we have is We have failed a mission. Active archives. Active. Rescue Derrick from the moon. That is obviously not possible anymore. We can't do that. So we're going to lose 13 reputation, 86,000 credits. Not too bad. And yeah, it's the rep's going to take a hit. I'm not sure what our reputation is. It's currently green. There's no numbers for it, so not sure. But yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel that. And not sure why it hasn't failed. Derrick is dead. So strange. Anyway, goodbye. Yes, I know. I'm terribly sorry, Gene. I couldn't help it. But let's look to the future. What new things do we have? Rescue someone else from the surface. No, let's not do that. No more rescue missions. Not for now. Contact temperature surveys of the moon. In space flight around the moon. Yeah, we've done them before. Explore the moon. Got to head for the smouldering crater and plant a flag. Okay, we've got a couple of ferry missions. Test the Nerve atomic rocket motor in flight above Kerbal. Right. Observational surveys. Position probe delivery. We could redo that one. Position satellite in geosynchronous orbit. So we've got a few contracts here that are doable. I think I'm going to try and do a few of these. Conduct observational surveys. Yeah, I think I might give them a go and reposition probe delivery, and maybe give yeah. Let's pick up these three here. Let's do those. Now, you've seen me do these observational surveys before. It's just basically flying around Kerbal above the right height and getting the data. So I probably won't do that bit on camera. Harvest food in space. We're still waiting for that. I can reposition the probe there and position a satellite in geosynchronous orbit. 3.4 million to 2.23 million. Inclination 34.6 degrees. Ooh. Right. So let's give that one a go. And after completing the other two contracts of the temperature scans around the South Pole sort of area and repositioning the delivery satellite, we are here with our Keo stationary satellite, brand new one, about to put it into the correct position. And here we are with our little tiny satellite sat on top of a great big rocket. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but gravity turn I set to come out here, and it did, and didn't really use that much fuel whatsoever. I know this weighs nothing, but we've still got this stage here. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm not complaining. It seems to be the exact opposite to what happened last time. Now, the requirements for this were... Oh, I missed my note here, sorry, hold on. Fire that off there. The requirements were to have a goo container and a thermometer on board, which I've got. I made damn sure of those. They are over here. But I also thought I'd put the ScanSat scanners on there as well. Then after I've launched the craft, I have realised that those scanners require about 500k, not 4 point something million that I'm at the moment. I'm actually going to ditch this stage completely, just go away. So they're going to be absolutely useless out here. And you know what? I'm actually going to ditch this stage as well. We've got RCS on here. It doesn't need those great big things there. It's quite capable of manoeuvring on its own. So yeah, lots and lots of fuel there, completely wasted. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I have a feeling that the boosters doubled up. There was an old bug in KSP where you could fit boosters to the side of the craft, and instead of just fitting the two, one either side, it would fit 4, essentially. 2 inside each other on either side of the craft. And I think that's what happened there. When I detached the boosters on the way up, they exploded almost instantly, just kaboom, outside the vessel. So I think I had 4 of them, and that's why we got up into orbit with so much fuel left. However, I need to now slow down because I've overshot my mark. So let's bring this down. And to about there. And see whether that is happy. It's a little bit out, it's quite large down here. Nope, it's happy with that. It's happy, I'm happy, everyone's happy. Mission complete. Excellent. Right. So, I'm going to enable these. Start and... oh, if I could click on it. Start. And I'm getting the feeling they're both going to say too high. Yep, too high and... oh, no, that's the one. That one there. And too high. So, yeah, they can't actually scan the planet at all. Okay. And I'm not sure we have the more repellent to actually get us back down. But oh well, it was sent up here for a contract, and a contract has been completed. We do have one to transmit science from the moon. I wonder whether Derrick, I wonder if the craft that he was on is back in the sunlight yet. Yes it is. So a quick trip over to the final resting place of Derrick Kerman. Sadly, he's in this pod here, but, well, there is nothing. I can deploy this one because it's still got communication with the satellites in orbit. And that means that I can view the data and transmit it all back. That should, in theory, complete this contract here. Let's run time forward and find out. So, the last 10 kilobytes complete. Contract complete. So, we have gone from the failure of this rescue vessel failing to rescue Derrick or put a satellite in orbit. But we have one success. It successfully transmitted something from the surface of the moon. So 1 out of 3 is really terrible, but it's better than nothing. However, that I feel is where we should leave it today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know not a lot really happened into it. A few contracts here and there, and well, the big thing being the sad loss of Derrick. But next time we shall strive even further. So until then, as always, have fun.